Welcome back to the PowerPoint Basics series. In this fifth part, we are going to learn how to group and layer shapes. Imagine you have just built this graphic and now want to change the spacing between the circles. You click on the circle and all of a sudden it is no longer aligned with the icon. Or you want to change the size of your graphics and everything just comes apart. This tutorial has the solutions you need. Let's start by creating the first element. We choose an icon of our choice and insert it. Then we insert a circle shape. As learned in part 2 of the series, we are going to reshape the circle evenly. Now we slide the circle towards our icon. To avoid having your icon disappear, go to Shape Format. In the right side of the toolbar, you now have the options Bring Forward and Send Backward. In our case, we want to have our circle behind the icon so that we can see both. To explain the second option in the Send Backward drop-down, we are going to insert a rectangle shape and place it on top of our icon. When clicking Send Backward, the shape will move back one layer. It is now placed between the icon and the circle. When clicking Send to Back, it will go all the way to the back and become the lowest layer. Since our circle shape is bigger than the rectangle, we cannot see it anymore. The options Bring Forward and Bring to Front follow the same dynamics. Now let's get back to our first issue, the moving of shapes without having everything we carefully arranged fall apart. For this, we are going to work with the Arrange drop-down that we already know from the first part of our series. Once all shapes and icons are placed where you want them, select all the elements you want to keep together. Then go to Arrange and click on Group. All included elements will now move as one. If you want to adjust the design, like for example the color, everything will react in unison too. As you can see on the screen, everything turned orange. You can, however, still select the individual elements and adjust them separately. Just make sure you have the individual element and not the entire grouping selected, as shown here on the screen. Another option is to ungroup everything while you make design adjustments. For this, simply click on your grouping, go to Arrange and select Ungroup in the dropdown. Make sure to not forget to group everything again after you are done with your adjustments. Let's go back to our first slide to show you another advantage of grouped elements. Like mentioned in the beginning, imagine you want to change the size of your graphic. Adjusting every element one by one will take a lot of time. In addition, it is very likely that you will have to realign everything. If all of your elements are grouped, you can simply resize the entire grouping as shown here on the screen. If you found this tutorial helpful, give us a follow to not miss any other parts of the PowerPoint Basics series. See you next time.